Welcome to Wall Street Confidential on TheStreet.com TV. We're discussing news of world leaders and executives heading to Saudi Arabia to figure out how to lower those oil prices. And my question for Jim Cramer is, would investors be ahead of the curve if they shorted oil right now?
Well,
or is
I think that you're seeing a decline in the futures today. You'll see one probably tomorrow. That's apropos of what's happened every single time anybody has said, listen, let's lower prices. There's an incredible disconnect between what's really happening in the market and what you hear. Oil went up this week because of the weak dollar, or oil went up this week because of a terrorist action, or oil went up this week because of withholding by Iran, or oil went up this week because of saber rattling in the Middle East. These are all wrong. Oil's going up because there's no excess supply to be able to sell into the futures. And I think this is really important, oil's nowhere near some level where we use a lot less of it. I mean, it will take some time. I was examining a couple of companies that are being hurt by the higher oil price, whether it be GM or CarMax or some of the materials producers. And they're being hurt by it, but nobody's cutting back. And because there's no real alternatives. All the alternatives are multi-years away. So the only one that I think could be swung to is coal. And coal can't be used in cars. So what I see over and over again is that everyone feels like if you talk about it, the Saudis will agree to pump more. And there's absolutely no evidence whatsoever that the Saudis can pump more. No evidence whatsoever. But we continue to believe that they can. And as long as we believe that they can, then the futures will come down. So then the oil stocks will come down. Natural gas stocks will come down. And you buy them. It's been my trade for 4 years, and I'm not changing it.
Okay, well, with demand being cut, and you've said alternatives and drilling are years away, so what are our only hopes?
No, there's no hope. I mean, hope is the wrong word. We have to bet or believe that at a certain price, there's a dramatic decline in oil use. And we're obviously not there yet. I mean, maybe it's 200. What we need is some price that's so expensive that we just use a lot less of it, which will then make it so that there will be excess supply that can be sold at a level that might knock it down or at least keep it from going higher. And you never read those articles. I mean, I never read any articles which just say, listen, we're nowhere near where people cut back on oil. And I find it incredible because there isn't anything honest about the coverage that I've seen in oil. And that's why people haven't made any money, made near the money they could. It's why I keep emphasizing natural gas. I emphasize wildcatters. I do that because those are companies that are taking advantage and willing to make a bet that oil's not done going up. They're the ones who are simpatico with my view. They're the ones you should follow.
Okay, thank you so much, Jim. Stay tuned for more Wall Street Confidential.